So I got this newer Tacoma. It's been some years since it's gotten washed. It's got some heavy duty pollen on it. A lot of buildup. You got some petrified bird poops. A lot of buildup. So I got my 2-bucket wash method. I'm going to be wiping all these out, make sure they're perfectly clean. Guy's extra worried about getting scratches on the car or the truck, so we'll get these all wiped up nicely. And this 4th bucket will be for trying out my product here. Using Bilt-Hamber Touchless. Seen or heard a lot of good things about it, so we're going to give it a try. I just got to do the testing on here. So it just tells you for the foam cannon, fill it up to capacity with full water, turn your soap on full, and then discharge it, watching it until it gets empty. Once it's empty, stop, and then you just measure the total collected in ounces, multiply it by 0.02, and then you get how many ounces you need of touchless to put in the foam cannon. So fairly straightforward. It does say shake before you do it, because it's make sure it's all shaken up, and then we got our ounces here. So just getting all set up here. Rinse this thing out, and I've got exactly 32 ounces of water. So I'll get my 5-gallon buckets filled up with regular soap and stuff, but we'll do the contact first and see how much of this it strips off. Got my 6 ounces, so I'll put the first 2 in here for perfect. This one will be for the wash mitt and all that good jazz. And then I'll rinse all this stuff off real quick, get it all nice and cleaned up, and then throw it in there. Alright, got all 3 buckets. This is my one for wheels and tires, rinse, soap bucket. Got all this hooked up. Turn this on. So I got my empty bucket here, and then this one I'll pour it in there for measuring purposes. I'll have to get a bigger thing than that, or otherwise it'll take forever. So this one doesn't have a weighted little siphon thingy, but it kind of points back to here. So I'm going to tilt the bucket so I get a pretty accurate measurement of how many ounces it's going to take. Let's see if I can tilt this camera so we can get a decent angle here. There we go. Pretty much empty. So 32 times 12 plus 16 ounces times 0.02. It gives us 8 ounces. Bilt-Hamber. Pour it in here once we give her a good little shaky shake. Squeeze in 10. It's all empty now. Put the 8 ounces in here. That's good. And then we fill the rest. It says fill the rest up with water. Right on. It says let it soak 1 to 5 minutes. Don't let it dry. Power wash it off. Got her filled up the rest of the way with water. Give it a good agitate. Make sure it's mixed up good. That'll do. let this kind of soak in there. Agitate 703. So it's kind of like Car Pro Lift, but it's supposed to be a lot better. We'll see how it pulls stuff off or not. I've done the whole truck dry foam spray for maximum effectivity. Got up all in there, wheels, tires, everything. Looks like it's pulling off the browning off the tires, so it's doing something here. See what it does against all that baked on pollen. You can tell it's taking the browning off there. So it's doing some stuff. I'm going to put a little more on so get a little dry over here. Since it's in the sun, I'm just trying to keep it nice and wet. It says do not let it dry. That's no problem. We will not let it dry. Yeah, it's really pulling off the dirt off the tires and stuff. We'll see how it's doing with the rest of the painted body surfaces here. Set that out back over here so I can. Also, let's see, it's been 4 minutes. Done a great job clearing the gunk off. There's still some junk on the hood. I need to rinse some more because it keeps coming off from further up. So hold the hose and try to give you an angle here. through and show you what it looks like. All I've used is the Bilt-Hamber and the pressure washer. I have not touched this truck at all, contact wash wise. Done quite a good job pulling off a lot of that gunk. Even got the wheels and tires pretty decent. Over to this side where it's a little worse. Seams are pretty clean. They're not perfect, but a lot better. You can still see there's a little bit of a film, but I mean, just check it. It's night and day difference. Pull off a lot of that gunk around there. All this junk around here. I mean, did a great job clearing it out. Some cobwebs. Let's check it out, man. During the rinse, we did the roof and the window. Do the side here. No pressure, just gliding across the surface. Mirror and all that. Working top to bottom. Flip it over, do the top part of the fender. In there. And we'll get the door. Almost no pressure, just enough to keep the mitt from falling. Alright, you gotta get the idea. And I just foamed it again, so I can do this side and not have the soap dry or anything. It's doing the same thing as the last side. Almost no pressure. Working top to bottom. That Bilt-Hamber Touchless did a lot of the heavy duty lifting, so there's not a ton to clean up. And we'll flip it over and do this front fender here. Open the door. Flip it over to the side. And I'll get this door here. Good. Scrubber. Good agitate. This wheel woolly, super soft. You could brush the tar pick with it, no problem. Get in there and get the wheels all cleaned up. Be shining. I'm done cleaning the wheels and tires. I'll get in the fender liner just a little bit. Just this first little part. Get them all scrubbed up here. Alright, I'm going to use the garden hose with the flood attachment just so we get a nice flush out of this thing. Get all that soap off. Start up with the roof and work our way down. Remaining pine needles or anything will out. Alright, I'm all done rinsing it. Here's pretty much the final product. If I see anything, I will use a little quick detail or something to get it. Sorry, the sun's coming in, so I'll try to get it from a better angle. Still a few little pine needles stuck in the cracks and stuff, but she's looking pretty good. Gunk's gone around there. Pretty much all gone there. Here. Let's let that drip dry. We don't have hard water, so I don't have to really worry about spots or anything. But he's concerned about scratches, so I'll just let it drip dry. And we don't have to concern ourselves with the nitty-gritties. This is looking a bit cleaner. Well,